say thank you to her entire family for always pushing her and challenging her. She wouldn't be as confident in her abilities without all of them. Cassidy Brooks.
Oh, and I'm gonna mute myself. I think I can do that. Am I muted? No. No, that's what was right there. Good evening, football fans, and welcome to Natrona County High School in Casper, Wyoming on a beautiful fall evening. It didn't look like it was going to be so great earlier today. Lots of rain and wind, if you can imagine. But now we have a beautiful orange sunset. The Fighting Mustang Marching Band is at attention on the field after playing the national anthem. The colors are being retired, and we'll have a little time for starting lineups before we get ready for game number 3 of the season, where the Natrona County Mustangs, who are 0-2 to start the season, will take on the Laramie Plainsmen. All right, good evening. Wanted to be quiet there while the final ceremonies were going. We're in Casper. This is Brent Jurgensen and NCTV, and we're excited to bring you the game tonight. Like I said, the 1-1 Laramie Plainsmen come to town to take on the 0-2 Natrona County Mustangs. That 0-2 record is a little misleading. Natrona's played two absolutely powerhouse teams to the end in their first 2 games, so they're certainly looking for a victory tonight against a Plainsman team that on paper looks pretty darn good. So we will get your starting lineups. Looks like the defensive starters for Laramie this evening. I don't have a depth chart for them, so we'll just have to wing that as we go through the game. It'll be the offensive starters for the Mustangs, so we can go ahead and start with them. On the offensive line, starting at center tonight, 5'9", 198-pound junior Brendan Nelson. At the guards, both seniors, number 61, 6'1", 227-pound Coulter Helm. The other guard, 6'3", 230, Mr. Brady Dutcher. He's number 66. At the tackles, right tackle, Phil Bergman. He's a senior. He's 6'7". How did I miss his weight on there? He's 6'7", about 310, 311. And Jace George is 6'5" and 230. He'll play the left tackle position. He's number 53. At halfback for the Mustangs is 22, Braxton Bundy. He's 6'1", 210 pounds. Had a breakout game last week against the Cheyennese Thunderbirds. We'll talk more about him here in a bit. At the wide receiver positions, there's 3 of them. We'll start from outside end. Split end is number 4, Robert Douglas, getting the start again. He's 5'10", 149 pounds. Number 4. And number 18 is Kobe Kelly, 6 foot, 157-pound senior. He's starting at the flanker, that Z. And in the middle is Million Allison. He's 14. Number 14, that is, 5'10", 156-pounder. Seniors across the board at wide receiver. Also a senior is number 5, Ben Hoppins. He's 6'5", 200 pounds. He'll run at the Y, or tight end position tonight. And quarterbacking for the Mustangs, again, this evening is number 12, 6'2", 176-pound senior Harrison Talbert. Talbert also had a great game last week where the Mustangs ran the ball exceedingly well and just came up a play short with an interception in the end zone at the end of regulation last week to lose by 7 to a very good Cheyennese team. So I know the coaching staff's looking forward to a good game tonight from the boys. I just want to welcome you all again. Beautiful evening here in Casper. After a crummy afternoon, it's 54. Got all the fans that we can not pack in here, if you know what I mean. And we'll see what we can do as far as the game goes. Just some quick team statistics before we get into any stats for the individual stats for these teams. Offensively, both teams are about middle of the pack. Natrona is number 6 ranked offense. Check this out. They have averaged 353 yards a game, and they are number 6 in 4A, if that gives you any indication of how the season has started offensively. Laramie's number 9. They average 273 yards a game. Team rushing, Natrona's number 2, averaging 226 yards a game, 6 touchdowns, only 1 fumble. Laramie's number 5. They average just under 200 yards a game. They have 5 touchdowns and 1 fumble on the season. Natrona's number 8 in passing, averaging 127 yards a game, 1 touchdown, 5 interceptions. Laramie doesn't throw the ball hardly at all. They're number 9. They've had 77 yards a game, no touchdowns, and 1 interception. Defensively, Laramie is number 5 against as a team. They allow 376 yards a game, 9 touchdowns, and 2 turnovers. NC is number 8, 416 yards a game, 9 touchdowns allowed, and for turnovers. Rush defense, Mustangs are pretty good. Number 3 in the state, only averaging 104 yards against in the season and 3 touchdowns given up. Laramie, number 6, averaging 215 yards a game on the ground given up and 6 touchdowns. Pass defense, number 5 for the Plainsmen. They average 160 yards a game. They've given up 3 touchdowns, have 1 pick and 2 sacks. Natrona ranks last in 4A on passing defense, 311 yards a game, 6 touchdowns, 4 picks, and 2 sacks. We'll get more into those statistics. But for right now, we are ready for kickoff. Allie Krausen on the board tonight. Excited to have her on. And the kickoff is deep and into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. David Tangeman, the senior kicker for the Plainsmen, brings out the Mustang offense. Thanks to the admin here at NC, we're bringing you the game live again tonight. Mr. Madzi and the NCTV guys are doing a great job. We've got 3 people up on top bringing you all the action. Again, I'm Brent Jurgensen, and looking forward to a good game. All right, no time off the clock. 12 minutes to go. Quarter number 1. Million Allison motions to the left. The inside give goes to Bundy, and he's got a hole. He's up to the 25-30. Tackle down at the 30-yard line. Looks like it's going to be enough for a first down. Tackle made by Garrett Dodd, but not until Braxton Bundy has a solid 10-yard gain. 10.5 yards for Bundy. And a first down on the first play of the game for Natrona.
First and 10, Natrona.
Talbert, 2 receivers each side. Bundy. Fake handoff. Pass out to Million Allison. Good job by Robert Douglas not to get a block in the back there. Allison picks up, looks like 7 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 3. Talbert with the play action pass and the quick bubble screen to Allison. Trips right for Talbert. Bundy's off to the right as well. And there's the quick pitch to Bundy. It's going to be almost a cut it play, and Bundy's got some room. He's out to the 50. Finishes the run by running over Garrett Dodd. Dodd's probably already sick of him. And that's another first down for the Mustangs. So 4 plays, 3 first downs for NC.
First and 10, Natrona.
Talbert now in the I formation. Jesse Rabin at fullback. Give is to Bundy. He bounces it from left to right. And that one gets shut down pretty quickly. We're going to have to talk about those guys in the middle for the Plainsmen. They are some big, big fellas. You've got 73 and 75. There are triplets that actually play for the Plainsmen. I believe they're move-ins from Denver. Michael and Matthew Maivia. Maava. I don't know. Maava. They're big. 6'3" and 6'4", 280 and 300 pounds on the inside of that line. Talbert, pump fakes, and now he's going to get it out to Million Allison. Good block by Robert Douglas out to the outside, and an easy gain of about 13. Nothing fancy from Natrona, but it's working very well on the left hash. Ball in the 35 of the Plainsmen. Natrona last week ran the ball incredibly well. And you know that that's setting up some opportunities tonight for the Mustangs in the pass game. Speaking of, here we go. Talbot off to his right. Quick pass out to Kobe Kelly. Kelly down to the 23-yard line. Another first down for Natrona. Talbot, with a quick roll out to his right. Hits the easy hitch route, and a solid gain on first down brings up another first. Ball on the 24, Douglas and Allison split left. Hoppins at the tight end right side. Kelly to the right side. Bundy split off to the left. Talbert looks like he's going to keep it himself. He's got the counter off the left-hand side. And Talbert gets it down just shy of the 15-yard line. But another solid gain on the first down for NC.
Brings up 2nd and 4th for Mustangs.
9:05 left first quarter. No score here in Casper. Plainsman running a 53 tonight. 5 defensive linemen, and maybe a hybrid 4-3 with a walk-up back. There goes Bundy. Finishes his run well again. Tackle is made at the 14 by Isaac Sell. And it's going to be just short of the yard to gain, at less than a half yard for Natrona to get a first down. Working from the north to south end. I formation. And the quarterback sneak by Talbert. Haven't seen that out of the eye, and that gains a solid 4. So 1st and 10 for Natrona. We'll see if it's actually 1st and goal. Jesse Rabe was back in there at fullback. Well, I formation's a big-time run formation. Mustangs doing a kind of a hybrid huddle as they started the game with last week. All right, so no goal markers now, no yardage to gain. Trips bunch to the right-hand side. Hoppins motions to his left. Bundy offset to the right of Talbert. Talbert, he's going to give it to Bundy. Bundy bounces it outside. Solid block on the outside by Douglas. Bundy cuts it up and is going to gain it about 2. It's definitely a play that you see on film. Trying to add that in there. Hoppins comes out and Avery Cox comes in. So 4 wide for NC. Avery is number 11. He's a senior, 5'11", 174 pounds. Second down, 7 minutes to go. First quarter, no score. Cox, Allison, and Kelly split right. Douglas by himself split left. Talbert, he's going to pull the ball, and he breaks the tackle. He's in. Touchdown, Natrona. Talbert continues his torrid pace on the ground. Another touchdown for Harrison. Gives Natrona the lead on the first series of the game. Mustangs go up 6-0. Hoppins back for the PAT. And it is good. So Harrison Talbert with the, we'll say it was about a 4-yard run, I believe. For the touchdown, PAT is good. And NC starts off quick with the 7-0 lead against the Plainsmen. Well, that's about as good a start as you can get if you're Natrona. Certainly played well enough to win not only last week but the week before. NC had the lead against a great Cheyenne Central team in week 1, but the Indians came back and scored 21 in the fourth quarter to win 35-21. Natrona came from behind last week. They were down 14 to the T-Birds late in the third going into the fourth quarter. Came back, scored 2 touchdowns, gave up a touchdown, and had an impressive drive, only to just come up short at the end. So while Natrona's 0-2, it's certainly not from a lack of effort or a lack of opponent. Both of the teams that they played are going to be, well, certainly projected semifinalists. All right, Hoppins now with a big boot. That's going to take number 7, Travis Judd, all the way back. Judd was stationed deep with Bryce Parvin. But no return for the Plainsmen. That's going to bring out the offense for Laramie. Quarterback for the Plainsmen is number 14, Jake Vegan. Now, Jake is obviously the son of UW offensive coordinator Brent Vegan. So a little football knowledge at the dinner table there. So those big linemen set up in the I formation. Behind Vegan is Nunn, Carter Nunn, and Nunn is going to take the handoff off the left side, and he's got some room. Actually, that is that Nunn? 23, excuse me, it is not Nunn, it's Isaac Sell. Sell and Nunn will rotate in at that running back position. 9-yard gain for Sell. Brings up 2nd and 1. Plainsmen on their own 29 on the left hash. 6:20 and counting, first quarter. Mustangs up 7-0. Parvin split wide right with Cooper Gray. Vegan hands it off to the inside. Bouncing off tackles is Sell. And Sell's going to have enough for a first down, about a 4-yard gain. Gets it out to the Laramie 33-yard line.
Jace George and Brendan Nelson on the stop for the Mustangs.
Looks like we're going to have an injury timeout here. Jace George on the tackle. Get you caught up on some early scores from football around Wyoming. At halftime in Sheridan, the big matchup of the evening, Cheyenne Central and the Bronx are tied at 7. Second quarter, Thunder Basin is ranked number 3. They lead Cheyenne South 50-0 to nothing. At half, Kelly Walsh leads Rock Springs 10-6. In the second quarter, number 4 Cheyenne East leads Campbell County 28-0. And as we mentioned, Laramie trails Natrona 7-0 here, just under 6 minutes left in the first quarter. All right, after the stoppage for an injury, we get back onto the field. 1st and 10, Plainsmen from their own 33. Vegan rolls to his right. Keeps rolling. He's going to go over the top and out of bounds. Pass intended for Jackson Devine, but nowhere to go. Good coverage out there by the Mustangs secondary. Speaking of, we need our defensive starters for Natrona. At defensive end, number 64, D. Anthony Smith. Defensive tackle tonight is number 73, Cody Crawford. He's a 6'1", 282-pound sophomore. Junior Brendan Nelson, he's at the nose. And also, as we've already mentioned, Jace George is playing DN. He's 6'5", 230. Get to the linebackers on the next play. 2nd and 10. Vegan, he's going to give it up the middle to Sell. Sell pushes the pile up to about the 37. So a little bit of room at the beginning, but not much after that initial contact. Laramie's got 3 guys up front that are over 300 pounds. It's just a massive offensive line. Backers for Natrona. Bo Hawkins gets the start again. He started last week. Had a good game against Cheyenne East. He's 5'9", 188 pounds, the junior. Inside backers, Dominic Braddock. He's 5'10", 200 pounds, senior. And also inside is Jesse Rabe. He's 5'9", 190 pounds. They're locking it down on the inside. The other outside backer is Mason Wycombe. He's a sophomore, 5'9", 165 pounds. Got some good speed and great speed on the outside there. Nothing happening on the toss. Good tackle outside. I believe that was Hawkins. Braddock in on the play as well. And the Mustangs, after giving up a first down on the first play, hold the Plainsmen to 4th and a long 5. Ball on the Plainsmen 38. Finishing the defense for Natrona, same as it was in game 1. Kobe Kelly and Nolan Valdez at the corners. Nolan is 6'2", 173 pounds. He's number 2, and Kelly's number 18, 6 foot, 157. And the junior, Caden Wilcox, is playing the free safety tonight. He's number 23, 5'10", and 158. The low kick is going to be fielded by Wilcox at his own 25. Great shoestring tackle made by number 19, Keaton Spiegelberg. But the return goes out to the 30 after about a 5-yard gain. The punt by David Tangeman. Tangeman, probably. So Mustangs start their second drive of the night on their own 30 on this right-hand hash. 4:03 remaining first quarter. Graham Jacques and Coulter Nunn at linebacker for the Plainsmen. Quick pass out to Avery Cox. Robert Douglas on the block again. Another good block. He's going to get called for a hold after a 15-yard gain. You know that Plainsman sideline was looking for that call, and they got it that time. Jackson Devine out there fighting Douglas for every inch he can get. So the hold will move the Mustangs back to about the 28-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 12 if I can do my math right. The 27. All right. So 1st and 13 after the penalty. First one of the evening on either team. Three receivers to the right for Talbert, as is Bundy. Bundy steps up. Quick pass out to Avery Cox. Is dropped at about the 25, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 13.
Just a reminder, we appreciate your cooperation in maintaining the social distancing guidelines that have been established. A reminder, when you're not able to social distance, please wear your face coverings. This event is for the students, and we want them to be able to complete.
So after the incomplete pass, Natrona comes up 2nd and 13 from the left hash. Oh, it looks like the Mustangs might have drawn him off sides. Yep. So the hard count by Talbert is going to get him a free 5. So now it is 2nd and 8, just behind the Natrona 32. 3:50 to go, first quarter. Kelly and Cox split wide right. Douglas split wide left. Laramie has 8 men in the box. They know the run's coming, and it is. But there goes Talbert. Oh, boy, he barely got tripped up. Shoestring tackle, I think, was made by Julian Cortez. Other than that, Harrison had a head of steam, and he might have been heading to the end zone as well. So Natrona picks up the first down on 2nd and 8. And will now scrimmage from the 44. North side of the 50. Same formation for Natrona. Ball goes inside to Bundy. Bundy's going to pick up about 4.5 on the first down run. So last weekend, Natrona put up some crazy numbers against Cheyenne East on the ground. We'll get to those here in just a minute. Talbert is going to pull this time. He's going right up the middle. He's got some room, cuts outside. Oh, another shoestring tackle. Saves a touchdown. Garrett Dodd dives to get Talbert at the ankles, but again, a first down, big gain that time. Nearly 20 yards on that play. Talbert, quick pass out to Kelly. Nice block on the outside by Douglas. Springs Kelly all the way down to the 20. It's going to be a gain of 14. Nothing all that fancy from the Mustang offense, just extremely effective. And Natrona knocking on the door at the 20-yard line. It looks like Laramie's going to take a timeout. First timeout of the half taken by either squad. 2:17 remaining. First quarter, Natrona leading 7-0, but knocking on the red zone for a second score. So last week against East, Natrona had 38 rush attempts for nearly, well, let's see here. That can't be right. My goodness. Well, at any rate, the top two rushing attempts, well, yeah, just between Talbert, Bundy, and Wycombe, Natrona had about 350 yards rushing. Talbert ran it 26 times, averaging nearly 8 yards a carry, had 3 touchdowns with a long run of 37 yards. Bundy had 128 yards on 18 attempts, averaged 7 yards a carry, had a 1 touchdown, but it was a 43-yarder. So Natrona over 300 yards rushing last week. And you can see there's not a safety deep for the Plainsmen. Blitz up the middle. Good block by Kobe Kelly. Gets Talbert at the end. He's at the 10 and out at the 6. So 0 on the coverage there. No safety over the top. Laramie bringing the house to try to keep the Natrona offense from running the ball again, but Talbert escaped pressure up the middle and had a solid gain. First and goal for the second time this quarter. Natrona on the 7-yard line. 2 receivers each side for Talbert. Bundy offset to the right. He's going to fake it to Bundy. Talbot goes up the middle, about 3 yards on the play. 2:07 remaining, first quarter. Can bring up second and goal. Starting to get a little cloud cover now. Hoppins at tight ends, off to the right side. Cox and Kelly to the right. Talbot rolls right. Gonna pull it down. 5-1, puts his shoulder down. Touchdown, Talbot. Second one of the night. Natrona leads 13-0. Second touchdown of the evening for Harrison. PAT from Hoppins. Coming up. .137 remaining, first quarter. Mustangs getting a substitution in there. It might take a penalty. Nope, they don't. And snaps back. Kick is up, and it is good. Hoppins with the PAT gives Natrona a 14-0 lead over Laramie. As we mentioned earlier, Laramie came in with a 1-1 record. Started the season with the defending state champion Sheridan Bronx. And that one got away from the Plainsmen early. The score 42-10. Where the Plainsmen gave up 324 yards rushing to the Bronx. Last week, Laramie played the Campbell County Mustangs. Ugh, I didn't say that. Sorry. Campbell County Camels. And came away with the win, 35-22. The Plainsmen didn't put a whole lot up on the board offensively, yardage-wise, but certainly came away with the score advantage. 5 total touchdowns, 4 on the ground, 1 through the air. Had 1 fumble and 1 interception. But they really shut down the Camels. Camels only had 183 yards of offense. It's 360 total yards of offense. So a good defensive effort last week by Laramie. That's not carrying through to this week as Hoppins kicks it high and shorter. It's going to be dropped by number 7. The Mustangs recover it. They've got it. Now that ball is going to be down. You can't advance the ball on a kickoff, but the recovery by Robert Douglas will get the NC offense the ball back at the Laramie 25-yard line. Oh, those high, short kicks are tough to catch. Travis Judd had to sprint up for it about 20 yards. Hit him right in the shoulder pads. It went right into 3 Mustangs who were charging down the field. Good hands by Douglas. Gives NC the ball right back with a $1:31 to go. First quarter already leading 14-0. Proper call by the officials there. A punt can be recovered and advanced. A blocked field goal can be recovered in advance, but a dropped kickoff cannot. All right, no tight end now. 4 receivers aside. Talbert drops back to pass. He's going to go over the top. He's got a man. It's Avery Cox. Touchdown, Mustangs. The 25-yard pass on one play puts Natrona up 20-0. Minute 24 remaining first quarter. Great pass over the top. 25 yards later, Natrona scores their 3rd touchdown of the first quarter. Hoppins. Cox with the hole. Great kick by Ben. And it is good. PAT makes it 21-0 here in the first quarter. Just what the doctor ordered for Natrona County. Great pass by Talbert. And Cox has speed to burn. And if he gets behind you, that's what's going to happen. Great toss and catch by the Natrona offense. And Natrona quickly out to the 3-touchdown lead here at home on senior night. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Looks like we're up to 160 viewers, so appreciate you all joining in. We know that we have people from all around the country, and maybe even we've had some international viewers in the past, so we appreciate your comments in the chat. Try to fix some camera angles there, Mr. Crawford. So I think we got that dotted up a little bit better tonight. And certainly the Mustangs looking great out the gate. Hoppins with the high kick. That goes to Judd again. He's got it this time. He's going to bring it up the middle this time. Got a wall set up, but there's nothing happening. Oh, man. Every Mustang but 2 was in on the play. And I don't know if the other 2 could even have got there. Great pursuit by the kickoff team. Brings out the Natrona defense for just the 2nd time here in this first quarter. George, Boyce, Crawford, and Smith up front for the front 4 of Natrona. 3 receivers to the right for Vegan. He's going to drop back, roll to his right. Play is caught. Nice catch. About an 8-yard gain Vegan to Dodd.
Garrett Dodge with the reception.
That rollout
Big
pass
play,
is
good stop for the Mustangs.
tough to defend, even tougher to get pressure on.
2nd and 2, Larry.
So 2nd and 2, now under a minute to go, first quarter, here at Cheney Alumni Field. Mustangs leading the Plainsmen 21-0. Sell split left. I formation. Looks like it's going to be a counter. 25. He's got a big hole off the right-hand side. Up to the 40, maybe even 41. That is Coulter Nunn. So Laramie will run two different running backs back there. Both of them very capable, leading their team in rushing. Last week, Sell had 188 yards on the ground, averaging 12 yards an attempt. Had 2 touchdowns, including a 57-yarder. Nunn had a great game, too. 125 yards on 14 attempts, 9 yards a carry. He also had 2 touchdowns, a 54-yarder. So they've got some explosive guys on this offense. Give inside is not going anywhere. Great play on the inside by Jace George. The penetration by the right defensive end shuts that play down. A loss of 4 on the play. And that is going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. So what a start for Natrona. Mustangs score 2 touchdowns within 13 seconds of each other here at the end of the first quarter, giving NC the lead 21-0 at the end of 1. All right. Start of second quarter action. After the loss on first down, the Plainsmen from their own 37.5. Looks like a run up play off to the left. Ooh, bouncing it outside is Nunn. Nunn's got yardage out to the 50, out to the 44. Going to be tackled out of bounds at the Mustang 44-yard line. Best play of the night so far for the Plainsmen. First quarter stats, real quick, thanks to Phil Kohler. Natrona had 176 yards in the first quarter. Laramie with 54. 12 first downs for Natrona. Those first downs include touchdowns. For all of you stat people out there. So the big gain on 2nd and 13 gives Laramie the ball on the Natrona 44. Vegan with the handoff inside, nothing happening. Great penetration there by Brendan Nelson, the junior nose tackle, messing everything up on the inside. In at defensive end for Natrona is Shadrack Nash. He's 6'1", 261-pound senior. He's on our left side here. 2 receivers to each side for the Plainsmen. Bubble routes on the inside. Looks like it's a slant. Ball's tipped. Good play by Kelly to get his hands on it. That will bring up 3rd down and essentially 10 for Laramie. Ball just inside the Natrona 44. Gavin Kopp running at tight end this evening. Again, I didn't get it too deep for the Plainsmen. I apologize. Just trying to do it on the fly. All right, here we go. Vegan Drops back, looks like an inside give, and the ball came loose. Nunn
None, the ball carrier.
tried to find a way around his pulling lineman, but there was nowhere to go. Boy, the defensive line for Natrona is really
Jesse Ray
messing up the pulling action of that offensive line for Laramie. It is really tough to move laterally as a guard or a tackle when you have a nose guard or a defensive tackle in the way. So great job by those interior linemen for the Mustangs. Forces a punt, 4th down from the Mustang 48. We'll see what happens here. Oh, nearly blocked. The punt is going to go out of bounds. We'll see where they actually mark it. It looked around the 23. It'll be a little bit further up than that. Boy, that punt was nearly blocked. So they mark it at the 26. Mustangs with possession number 4, already leading 21-0. Natrona County looking for win number 1 in week 3. 3 receivers left for Talbot. Looks like Allison, Kelly, and Cox. The give is to Bundy off the left side. He breaks one tackle, but can't break the second.
Bundy, the ball carrier.
Sell and Kopp on the tackle. Well, Isaac Sell is a player. Boy, you can tell. We'll look at the defensive stats for them. Looks like Coulter Nunn leads with defensive points. He had 20 against Sheridan in week 1. Sell had 15 last week against the Camels. Big pass, and it's caught by Robert Douglas. Holy moly. 26-yard line. We got a flag on the play. We might be going 26 to the opposite 24. We'll see what the flag is, though. Great catch by Robert Douglas. He's another burner. Senior night tonight, he mentioned that he wants to go on and run track in college, and you can see that he's got the speed to do it. Wait for the official call. Face mask on the defense, so that will move the ball from the 24 down to the 12. 1st and 10 Mustangs knocking on the door yet again. Great throw by Talbot. Well over 200 yards of offense now for NC. We're up to 13, 14 first downs in the first half. All right, split backs here. Rabe and Bundy. I think that's Rabe, or is that Wycombe? I'm not sure if Mr. Noakes is watching tonight, but he knows the difficulty in seeing these Natrona gray uniforms. The numbers are too small on the front, and you can't see. So Bundy in the backfield. Nolan Valdez at wideout off to the right-hand side. We got Allison, and it looks like Brecken McClintock, the sophomore, down here on the near sideline. Talbot, 2 receivers each side. Bundy gonna fake the handoff. Talbot comes up. He hits. Had Hoppins. It was almost kind of a shot put throw. Talbot moving to his left, avoiding the pressure. Might have just twisted Hoppins up a little bit. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 from the Plainsman 10. 8:41 left, second quarter. Natrona up 21-0. Three receivers. Off to the left, as is Bundy. Valdez split right. Talbot. No safeties over the top. Pressure up the middle. Talbot is waiting, looking, taking off. He's going to have the first down at least, and it's another touchdown. Talbot with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the evening. Counts for his 4th overall if you include the touchdown pass. And Natrona goes up 27-0. 8:33 left in the second quarter. Talbert with a 10-yard run. Hoppins with the PAT attempt. Cox with the hold, and it is good. Natrona now leads 28-0. As always, we'll bring you the halftime entertainment. The NC dance team will be performing, as will the marching band and the cheerleaders. We tried a different microphone with the band in week 1. I'm not sure that we'll use that one tonight, so appreciate any feedback on that. But we know that we have a lot of parents that can't be here to watch their students perform at halftime. It's important for them, so it's important to us. So we look forward to bringing you that. You don't have to hear me talk for a while, which I'm sure would be nice. All right, 28-0. Natrona County leads. Let's get an update real quick while the kickoff team for NC comes on out. All right. No update for any of the scores that we had earlier, other than Chinese now leads Campbell County 25-0 that game in the third quarter. Otherwise, every score has remained the same. Central and Sheridan tied at 7. Thunder Basin leads South 50-0. Kelly leads Rock Springs 10-6. All right, Hoppins set to kick. Judd back to his end zone. He was in the end zone. That should be a touchback. But this might work out better for NC anyway. Great pursuit. And Judd is tackled at the 20-yard line. 21, excuse me. All right, so they got 1 yard out of that I didn't think they were going to get. So the Mustangs up by 28 now. 4 linebackers, 4 defensive linemen, Cox and Kelly at the corners. Vegan's going to keep it, and he's got some room. He's at the 20 and the 30, steps out at the 31. Solid play, but it looks like there's a flag on the play on the far sideline. Usually when you see that, that's an illegal formation. Not enough men on the line of scrimmage, so we'll see what the official word is. Solid run on first down, though, for the Plainsmen. Yep. So an illegal shift on Laramie, moves it back 5. Negates a solid run for Laramie and puts them back on their own 11. Oh, so I was wrong on the spot. It was on the 16, so ended up being better for Natrona that they let the return man come out of the end zone. I formation, tight left. Vegan, none behind him. None is going to get the ball. Bounces it to the left side, tries to make it through. Gain of about 5 on the play. We'll bring up 2nd and 10. Laramie inside their own 20. Trailing by 28. Wilcox at the safety. Trying to see those gray numbers, folks. I know we got Braddock and Hawkins on that right-hand side of the defense. Bundy and Wycombe on the left, I believe. Quick pass over the middle. That's the, well, I don't know. It looked like the Natrona defender came down with the ball. It depends on where they mark it down. They're going to say it's a reception by Dodd. Well, you can't cover any better than that. Great job by Avery Cox. I think if they would have had one less roll there, that Cox might have come away with it. But still, good defense. You'll take that if you're Coach Fidgey. Certainly good coverage. Play results in a first down for the Plainsmen. Zach Sutherland. You can see him moving at linebacker there. All right. Handoff inside. I believe goes to none. Yep, it's none again. And George on the tackle again. Quick note, Talbot has 198 total yards. 4 possessions for Natrona, 4 touchdowns. Thanks to Phil Kohler for the stats. So, 2 receivers to the right. 1 split left. Vegan back. He's going to actually hand it off to none. Oh, George, and I believe it's Braddock in on the play. Again, just getting to that second level. Nope, it wasn't Braddock. Second level for the Mustang defense. That was Sutherland on the tackle. Great play. So Sutherland at that right outside backer. Rabe and Braddock in the middle. Hawkins on the left-hand side. So 3rd and 7. Plainsmen on their 32. 5:24. Clock runs here in the first half. 3 receivers out to the left for Vegan. Drops back. Going for the slant. Oh, nice play by Valdez. Came through with the right hand and knocked the ball down. Pass intended for Gavin Kopp. So the first down for the Plainsmen doesn't produce much for the second half of that possession, and the Mustangs force another punt. Tenjman back to punt for the Plainsmen. Natrona nearly blocked the last punt. Caden Wilcox back deep for NC. Snap is a little low. Punt is going to be driven low and out of bounds. About the 38, I'm going to guess. 37? All right, so let's see if Natrona can go 5 for 5 here with 5:13 to go.
And just a reminder, we sure appreciate your cooperation in maintaining the social distancing guidelines.
So a good crowd tonight. Again, the weather was not good when we were setting up cameras earlier today. I wasn't setting them up. I was inside. I'm not very tough, Allie. I'm not. I'm just not. But the kids and Mr. Madgy sure are, so they're doing a great job rotating through the responsibilities up on top in the crow's nest. It's ended up being a beautiful night here in Casper. Not a drop of that W stuff. I'm not going to say it, though. All right, trips bunch to the left for Talbot. Motions Hoppins to the right. It's going to be inside give to Bundy. He's got some room. Out to the 40, 45. Oh, he's fast enough to break that. You got those skater feet. He's a hockey player. And boy, he can move those feet real quick and change direction. Mustangs get Bundy running tonight. It could be pretty rough for the Plainsmen to get a stop on that. Laramie committing at least 7 to the box every play. And Natrona doing a good job of using personnel to get him out of there. So 2 receivers each side. Talbot, he's going to give it again. Bundy's got 1. There's that jump step. Stiff arm at the 50. He's out to the 40. Another stiff arm. Down to the 26-yard line. Not afraid of contact. Bundy with the big run there. About 31 yards on that carry. Another Natrona first down. They're pushing for 20 in the first half. Good run by the senior. Bundy's 6'1", 210.
6-yard line.
Probably feels about like he's 250 when he hits you.
First and 10, Natrona.
Get some good steam heading your way. Great job up front by the O-lineman. Brings up first and 10. And a Trona ball on the Laramie 26. 3 receivers to the left side. Bundy has again starter steps. Going to just plow forward just short of the 20. We'll mark him at the 21. So gain of 5.
Ball carrier Gavin Kopp.
Kopp on the tackle.
And Braden Debris in on the stop for the Plainsman. Second and 5, Natrona.
Douglas, Kelly, Allison at the wideouts. Allison and Kelly split right. Douglas is split left. 3:23 left, second quarter. Talbot drops back to pass. He's going to roll right. Looks, tucks it, and he's got some room. If he can get to the edge, he's gone. Oh, great tackle by Coulter Nunn. Probably saves another rushing touchdown for the senior signal caller.
Mustangs with the ball at the Laramie 14. First and 10, Natrona.
Mustangs another first down. 3 receivers to the right for Talbot. Talbot got the give up the middle. There goes Bundy. He's got some room down to the 5. Looks like he's going to go down, but keeps his feet. Touchdown to Trona.
Touchdown, Mustangs. Braxton Bundy.
Bundy from 14 yards out, and I didn't jinx him. 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns for Natrona County. 2:47 remain first half. 4th rushing touchdown tonight for Natrona. Looks like we have an injury for the Plainsman. It's going to hold up the PAT attempt. Well, I'm trying to see. This drive started on the 36 or so. So another 60 yards of offense for the Mustangs. They're going to be pushing 250, 260 for the first half. Offense has not been a problem for NC this year. They've been able to put some points on the board. But a solid defensive effort so far tonight. High snap. Good catch by, I believe it's Cox. Yep. Avery did a good job to even get that snap down, and that threw off the timing. So the PAT is no good. So the score remains 34-0 for Natrona County. Pull that up there. Let's see how many rushing touchdowns Bundy has for the year. That is number 2 on the season. So Natrona now has 10 touchdowns on the ground as we approach the end of the first half here at Natrona County High School, Cheney Alumni Field. 8 o'clock on the dot. Natrona leads 34-0. 2:47 to go on senior night. Some nervous senior parents in the crowd this evening, and hoping they're enjoying the game a little bit more tonight. They've had 2 nail biters to start their senior campaign. So Hoppins will walk it back. Judd deep, as is, well, I don't have a number. Oh, great tackle there. We're going to have to see who that was. We'll get double numbers. Garvin on the return.
Laramie. Brett Bueller with the stop for the Mustangs.
I didn't get a number for NC on the tackle. That was a heck of a tackle, though. Looked like Jeremiah Miller, but again, these numbers are really hard to read. All right, I formation for the Plainsmen. They start on their own 20. Again, inside handoff, and looks like 23 this time. So Isaac Sell with the run off the right-hand side. That's the old school power. First down for the Plainsmen. The ball must have been just inside the 20-yard line. 2:20 to go. First half. Just massive guys up front for Laramie. My goodness. I right for the Plainsmen. Vegan. Similar play, but he's going to roll out to his left. Pressure. Ball's up and picked off by Kelly. Kobe Kelly. So he's going to be tackled from behind, but the interception gives NC the ball back. Tackle made by Bryce Parvin. But another possession for NC starting inside Laramie territory. Good pressure that time from the defensive line. That was Braden Cantrell, 6'4", 223-pound junior with the pressure on Vegan. First turnover of the game gives NC the ball with 1:47 to do some more damage. Talbert. It's going to be a quarterback run. Good pit chip block by Bundy. Allison's got a great block, as did Kelly. So Talbert carries down to the 26, gain of 13, and another first down. We've got to be close to 20 now.
First and 10 to Trona.
Clock stops at 1:39. Douglas split left. Talbert going to drop back. Looking deep. Throws it short. Inside run, I can't see a number out there. Usually that's Kobe Kelly. Yep. Kelly is going to gain about 7, maybe 6 on the play. That is a long throw for Talbert, who I believe only has 2 incompletions on the evening. 3 receivers left. Talbert drops back again. Looks over the middle, gets hit as he was trying to throw. Now we'll see if the VAR official is calling that incomplete, as the ball came out as his arm was moving forward. Minute 2 on the clock. Oh, that's a tough position to be as an official. Yeah. You guys at the box are calling for the tuck rule, the old Patriots Raiders game back in the day. I don't know. I don't think there's a tuck rule in high school. Oh, an inadvertent whistle. So the inadvertent whistle negates the down. So we'll replay second down. And the Mustangs are going to take a timeout and talk about it. So minute 2 to go, first half. NC leads 34-0. I'm going to mention it now because I forgot last time. So you need to check out WyomingFootball.com. Patrick Schmidt out in California has created an incredible database. I use it quite a bit to get results and some history. So I was looking at the Plainsmen's storied past. Laramie I believe, has 14 state championships. In their first season was back in 1895. They didn't win a game till 1901, but they've won plenty since then, including what I believe to be the longest winning streak in Wyoming football history, a 34-game run from 1959 to 1963. Just an incredible run there. Last state championship for the Plainsmen was in 1994, a game I don't really want to talk about because I played in it, and that Laramie team was pretty darn good. So last state championship for the Plainsmen was in '94. I think they are number 3 all time in the 4A classification in terms of state championships. Natrona is number 2 with 16, I believe, and Sheridan leads with 23. Oh, they're going to be mad at me if they hear me say that. I better check it. Don't want to have that. So anyway, 2 of the oldest high schools in Wyoming playing tonight. All right, Talbert drops back to pass. Stutter steps, gets the pressure, and a big tackle. Goodness, that's a lot of weight. Come down on you. Play made by Cortez. He's one of the lighter guys up there at 6'1", 240. Well, Mustangs take another timeout. 52 seconds remaining here in the first half. I'm going to get this number right for Sheridan. Goodness, 27. 27 for the Bronx. So everybody's chasing Sheridan, but these 2 programs are right behind them in the standings. Quick score update. So Sheridan leads Central 10-7. That game in the 4th quarter. Thunder Basin leads South 57-7. Kelly still holding on to a lead 17-13 against the Tigers of Rock Springs. The East and Campbell County score has not changed. That is 25-0. And obviously Natrona leads here 34-0 with 52 seconds left in the game. We'll update all scores from around Wyoming when we get back from our halftime break. All right, so 3rd and 2 now. Talbert with 2 receivers to each side. Bundy offset to his left. Ball is going to go to Bundy. And he just had nothing doing there. The defensive end, 75. That's one of the twins there. Matthew Mayava. He's 6'3", 300 pounds. Now, Natrona's going to go for it. 4th down. 4th and 3. They give it back to Bundy, and he's got the first down. That's going to stop the clock with 26.2 to go. Looks like we have an injured Plainsman player. So an injury timeout. Have to see, try to get a number on that. So I think Natrona has 1 timeout left. Yep, they have 1 left, and Laramie has 2.
Once again, we would like to thank Dr. Gorman and the team from Casper Orthopedics for their support of Natrona County High School. Thank you.
So hopefully the Plainsman player's okay. Yeah, that's a big one for Laramie. That's Coulter Nunn. Certainly don't want to see him injured. He's been impressive so far tonight. So hopefully he's okay. So 2 receivers split to each side for Harrison Talbert. Clock runs 25-24. Talbert drops back. Good protection off the left side. Throws in the middle. Wide open is Avery Cox. Touchdown, Mustangs. Great patience by Talbert to slow his roll a little bit. Comes back. Cox was rolling to his left as well, but saw a hole in the zone. Catches it for the touchdown. from 13 yards out. Natrona now leads 40-0 with the PAT pending. Snap, good. Hold, good. Kick, really high, really good. Mustangs up 41-0. My goodness. 13-yard pass from Talbert to Cox. Gives NC quite a lead going into half. 14.1 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Keeping Allie busy on the scoreboard here. She's going to have this down pat. She already does. What am I talking about? Thanks to her and all the NCTV kids. Thanks to our principal, Shannon Harris. New athletic director, Spencer Cantrell. They've all been super helpful. Thanks to Chris Patterson helping us out on some tech issues this afternoon when we ran a practice stream. I think, how many people did we have watch the, there's like 20 people watching our test stream today. So that's awesome. Appreciate your support. Looks like we have, oh boy, about 180 of you out there today. Thanks for joining us. Halftime show coming up here. Just shortly, we've got a kickoff. And maybe a play or two before we get in to warm up at halftime. Temp holding steady at 52 now. Mustang Marching Band off in the southeast corner, ready to take the field. Hoppins tees it up. I still cannot see that number. It's either Bryce Parvin or Sell. I think it's Parvin. It's not going to matter this time, though. He is in the end zone. Boy, they let him come out again. That's Parvin. Might have a little bit of room, but it closes quickly. Mustangs converge at the 21-yard line to tackle. Yes, that's 21. Bryce Parvin, the senior. He's lanky and got some wheels. All right, so 6 seconds to go. First half here in Casper. So Parvin and Kopp out to the right. Inside handoff goes to Sell, and Sell is going to be tackled for a short gain by Dominic Braddock. And what a great first half for Natrona County. The Mustangs put 41 on the board, 6 possessions, 6 touchdowns, and a massive 41-0 lead going into the halftime break. All right, so we'll let the marching band get set up for their performance. Cheerleaders take the field. As they get ready for theirs as well, we'll let you enjoy the halftime sounds of the Mustang Marching Band. And we will rejoin with that band. Well, it looks like a 15-minute halftime, so we'll rejoin you guys probably with about 3 minutes to go in the halftime festivities. All right. Enjoy the show.
The band has more than a century of performing music, supporting the culture and climate in Natrona County High School, dedicated to entertaining and performing at a high level. The band is under the direction of Mr. Sean Weiss, with assistant directors Zane Romanek, Ryan Bell, and Mike Minari. Drum leaders for the band are Anna Zettel, Jenna Parley, and Mason Napier. In 2019, the Jonas Brothers released their super mega dance hit. This song became the 34th song in history to debut as #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became the Jonas Brothers' first #1 single on the charts. It reached #1 in Australia, Canada, Latvia, Mexico, New Zealand, Singapore, Slovakia, and the United States.
Drum majors Anna Zettel, Jenna Farley, and Mason Napier. Is the band ready? Here to perform the song by the Jonas Brothers, Sucker. Please welcome the NCHS Fighting Mustang Marching Band. Please welcome to the field the Natrona County High School dance team, better known as NCDT. The dance team is under the direction of A.J. Campbell, with team captains Eliza Walters, Zoe Pickett, and Jenna Farley. The dance team joins the marching band and is dancing to the Megan Trainor super hit, Lips Are Moving. Please welcome NCDT and the Fighting Mustang Marching Band.
Somebody else was saying that they wanted
Please stand and join the NCHS Fighting Mustang Marching Band as they perform the school song. We hope you've enjoyed this halftime performance and thank you for supporting music and the arts in the Natrona County Schools.
Could we please have the senior parents of the ROTC group assemble at the Rock at this time? Thank you.
Is this so is that the pro sub team? Yeah. Pro subs, yeah. What's the PTO score? That's what we got. Oh, this round? Yeah, try that. Because that's then there's no slap at all. It's you said it was a virus. I don't know. Why would we
Sergeant Major.
Okay, welcome back to Natrona County High School. They are finishing the senior ceremonies for the junior ROTC members, second oldest junior ROTC unit in the United States here at Natrona County High School. So it's great to honor these great young men and women. You do a lot for our school, and certainly First Sergeant Riggs and Lieutenant Colonel Schmotzer do a great job instilling that Mustang and Philly pride in all of our cadets. So appreciate all of the work of our junior ROTC program. All right, we have some first half stats for you here. As you can imagine, with a 41-0 score line, they look pretty good for the Mustangs. NC with 26 runs, 193 yards on those rushing attempts. Talbert is 8 of 10 for 140, so 333 total yards in the first half, 20 first downs. Braxton Bundy with 14 carries for 97 yards and a touchdown. Talbert with 12 carries for 96 yards and 3 touchdowns. He also has 2 through the air, accounting for 5 of the 6 Mustang touchdowns. Laramie, 14 rushing attempts, 63 yards, 2 of 6 through the air for 18. So 81 total yards of offense for the Plainsmen and only 5 first downs. Natrona scored on all 6 possessions they had in the first half. Talbert kicked off the scoring for NC with about 6:57 left in the first quarter. A 4-yard run gave NC the lead 7-0. With a minute 37 left, Talbert scored again from about 4 yards out. The PAT was good by Hoppins for the second time, and NC was up 14-0. On the kickoff, Laramie fumbled, and Natrona recovered it on the 25. Next play, Harrison Talbert hit Avery Cox on a 25-yard touchdown, and just like that, it's 21-0 Mustangs. Moving into the second quarter, Talbert, with his third rushing tally of the game, scores from 10 yards out, bumping the lead to 28-0 after the Hoppins PAT. 2:47 to go. Braxton Bunny gets in on the act. He scores from 14 yards out. The PAT went off the left upright, giving NC a 34-0 lead. And with 14.1 seconds left in the first half, Talbert hits Avery Cox again, the second time tonight. 13-yard pass rolling to his left. Hoppins kicks the PAT for a 41-0 lead, and that's where we stand as the teams come back out with 2:30 to go on the clock here at halftime, and then we'll have some more warm-up time.
Fourth-year manager for the Natrona County Mustangs.
We're going to take care of the manager, Mr. Terry.
By his parents, Kendall and Ginger Terry.
Awesome. He got a great ovation before the game and getting another one here at halftime.
Thanks to his family for loving
manager
and believing in him, especially his dad, Kendall.
For the Mustangs. Great way to honor what a wonderful kid here for the Mustang football family. Standing ovation as he's blowing kisses to the stands. That's wonderful. All right, so let's update scores from 4A. With 9 seconds to go, I think this is a final, actually. I'm going to pull this back up. Central scores a touchdown with 19 seconds left. And Central, I believe, yes, final score, Central 20, Sheridan 17. That's from Sheridan Press Sports. So Central goes to 3-0. They'll take over the number 1 ranking next week as they go to Sheridan and defeat the Bronx by 3. Thunder Basin beats Cheyenne South 64-7. Kelly Walsh had the lead against Rock Springs with 3 minutes to go in the game. The Tigers come back and score with 2 minutes to go and now lead 20-17. So Rock Springs leads Kelly 20-17 with under 2 to go. We'll keep you updated on that. East has defeated Campbell County 42-7. And at half here in Casper, it's the Mustangs 41, Laramie 0. All right, on to 3A. Green River defeats Buffalo 8-6. Barn burner there. Cody defeated Worland 42-6. At the half, Riverton leads Evanston 28-7. And in the first quarter, there is no score from Lander and Powell. Powell is ranked number 2. Lander is ranked number 5. Class 2A, Lyman defeats Cokeville 16-0. Lyman is now 3-0. Read a story earlier about them today. That's 3 solid wins for Lyman. I believe they are the Eagles. Big Piney upsets number 3 Thermopolis 14-12. Number 5, the Upton Sundance Patriots defeat the Dogies of Newcastle 41-0. In the fourth quarter, Wheatland, number 4 in 2A, leads Bighorn 24-14. Bighorn had the 22-game win streak snapped last weekend, and now it looks like they have a 2-game losing streak going. Halftime, Torrington, the Tigers lead Glenrock 18-0. Also at the half, number 1 Lovell leads number 2 Mountain View. That game's 7-6. At the half, Pinedale leads Kemmerer 20-6, and also at the half, Burns leads Tongue River 8-7. New classification this year in Wyoming football, Class 1A 9-man. Well, if you've never been to a 9 or 6-man game, you need to go. They are fantastic. Final score from Rocky Mountain and Shoshone: the Grizzlies defeat the Wranglers 22-20. Rocky Mountain is ranked number 2. Shoshone was ranked number 4. Halftime, Lusk, number 3 in 1A 9-man, leads Pine Bluffs 20-14. In the fourth, Wright leads Riverside 37-0. And at the half, number 1 Southeast, the Cyclones lead in county rival Lingo Fort Laramie, the Doggers, 36-0. Final score: Wind River defeats Grable 14-13. Finally, in Class 1A 6-man, Farson Eden takes care of Burlington in a number 1 versus number 4 matchup. The top-ranked Farson Eden team wins 31-24. Out-of-state games: 3A powerhouse Douglas, the Bearcats defeat Belle-Fourche, South Dakota 47-7. At the half, Pocatello, Idaho leads number 1 in 3A Jackson 27-7. In the third quarter, Sugar Salem, Idaho leads number 4 Star Valley 13-6. And finally, Hewlett defeated the Sheridan Softs 38-3. Couple games on the docket tomorrow, actually quite a few, all in Class 1A 9-man and 1A 6-man. Got through all that just in time. Okay, so some really close games tonight. We'll keep an eye on that Rock Springs Kelly score. Already the big win for Central up in Sheridan. Powell leads Lander 17-0 that game in the third quarter, thanks to WyomingFootball.com. And here we go. Third quarter action from Casper. Hoppins with the boot. Going to be received by Judd at his own 4. Judd tries to go up the middle and nothing happening. Good tackle again by the Mustang kickoff team. Like Rhett Bueller and maybe Robert Douglas on the play. Laramie again at their own 20. I think they've crossed the 50 twice. Maybe only even once. So 2 receivers split out left for Laramie. Natrona Lake getting a defender on the field. Nowhere to go. I believe that is Sell. Leading running back tonight for Laramie went out midway through the second quarter. That was Coulter Nunn, so it looks like Sell's going to get the majority of the carries from here on out. So 5 yards on the first down play. Plainsman in the all white uniforms, maroon helmet. I don't see any decals on their helmets this year. Three receivers to the left. Looks like Sell again, and he's got some room off to the right-hand side. Good speed down to the 42-yard line before he's got a double-leg takedown from Caden Wilcox, the junior, with the play on the sideline, but not until Laramie gets a second first down of the second half. Kelly has it in Rock Springs territory with 45 seconds to go. We'll keep you updated. All right, inside handoff to Sell. He bounces it off to the left. Good block on the outside by the linebacker. Oh, sorry, by the tight end. Caden Wilcox trying to take Sell down, but not until Sell has nearly 25 to 30 yards on the play. There's going to be a flag at the end. Wycombe in for Hawkins. We'll see what the penalty is. So a face mask on the Mustangs moves it another 5. So now the Plainsmen with it 1st and 10 at the NC 25. Quickly moving down the field. 10:52 to go. Third quarter. Trips right. Vegan. Inside handoff to Sell. He takes one step, bounces it, but he can't go anywhere. Good play by Jesse Rabe to wrap up Sell. It's going to be a loss of about 1.
Second and 11, Laramie.
Plainsman split 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Jacques and Dodd off to the right. Vegan back to pass, rolls to his right. Looks like he might keep it, holds it, throws it. Got a pass over the middle. I think it's caught. Boy, pretty good coverage from Kelly. Dodd with the reception will give the Plainsmen another first down.
First and 10, Plainsmen.
Bodie Draper in at defensive end for Natrona County. Try to get the names as we start to see more subs. So I formation. Jacques at the fullback. Handoff to Sell. Nearly tackled in the backfield by Wycombe. Instead, Sell slips out of it and is going to gain about 4 on the play, putting the ball on the 10. So 2nd and 6 for Laramie. It's like an inside handoff to Sell. He's got some room, and he's down to the 1-yard line. Wilcox again with the tackle. But Sell is a tough out. Get some of the bigger guys back in there for the Mustangs. 72 and 70. That's Bergman and Boyce in. Try and push the Plainsmen back. So 1st and goal for Laramie. Ball just outside the 1-yard line. Sell behind Vegan. Inside handoff to Sell. He's got it off the right side. Touchdown, Plainsmen. Sell punches it in from a yard out, putting the Plainsmen on the board for the first time tonight. quarter number 3, 8:09 on the clock. NC now leads 41-6, PAT pending. Tangeman to kick. Ball is down, kick is up and good. So 41-7 now. Natrona County still leads, but a good opening drive in possession for the Plainsmen coming out of the halftime break. Update from the Kelly Walsh Rock Springs game. Kelly scores with 6 seconds remaining to take a 24-20 lead. That game, I believe, I know Kelly is 1-1. I think Rock Springs is 1-1, maybe 0-2. Rock Springs is 1-1 as well. So that game could have big time implications as we get to playoff seeding time. Boy, a lot of action in the last 5 minutes of that game. Try to keep you updated on any other scores. It's a final. Douglas defeats Belle-Fourche 47-21. So Wilcox and Douglas back on the hash at the goal line for Natrona. Tangeman back to kick. He puts it up, side winding kick, and Douglas will let it go into the end zone. So Natrona begins their 7th possession of the night on their own 20. All right. So, looks like we're going to have a flag on the play. Tyler Hill now in at quarterback for the Mustangs. He's a junior, 5'9", 163 pounds. I think he started the season injured. So it's nice to see him back on the field. We'll try to get more numbers. Oh, the Grays. Ugh. They are so hard to read. All right, split outright is Rhett Bueller. And inside handoff's going to go to number 10. Good, hard running up the middle. That is Matthew Barrett. He's 5'7", 185 pounds. Looks like 26. I believe that's a 6. So Zach Sutherland in at wideout, as is Landon Roberts, number 9. Roberts split off to the left. Hill going to keep the ball himself. He's got some wheels as well, and Hill is going to be marked down right at the 30. We'll see if they give him the first. Solid run by Tyler. They're going to wind it, and it's going to be 3rd down. Just 3rd and inches for Natrona County. 7:10 to go, 3rd quarter. Asher Marvel in at left tackle. And we'll try to pick up some numbers. Hill going to sneak it off that right-hand side, and they're easily going to have the first down. Dog pile on the 30. A good push up front by the offensive lineman. 58's in there. Isaac Sutton, as is Kyle Marshall. So first down for the Mustangs on their own 31. I'm going to try to get that right-hand side. All right, 72. Chris Boyce in there. Try to see the receiver on the far side. Get him in there too. All right, handoff up the middle. Oh, there we go. What a nice effort up front. Again, Matt Barrett with the carry. Zone off the right side gets the senior 6 yards. Yeah, we already mentioned Beeler. He's off to the right-hand side. Looks like Hoppins in at tight end again. 2 receivers each side. Hill. He's going to throw it. He's got a man open, and it's dropped. Couldn't see if that was low or if it was a drop pass, but it's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Incompletion stops the clock with 5:55. Barrett to the left of Hill. Hill is going to drop back, rolls to his left, throws it in the flat, and it's Hoppins. He's going to have a first down and more. The big fella catches it all the way down to the Laramie 49. Hoppins with the reception. 1st and 10, Natrona. Nice throw rolling to his left by Hill.
Mustangs with the ball on the Laramie 49-yard line. 1st and 10, Natrona.
3 receivers to the right for Hill. He's going to give it to Barrett. Barrett around that right-hand side again. About 4 or 5 yards. Great job up front by the O-line. All right, 60, 69. They need to get the center. 72. It might still be. No, it's 58, so we'll get that here in a minute. All right, here's Hill. Going to take the counter for about 2 yards up the middle. 58 is, oh, Isaac Sutton. Yep, we got him. I think we've got most of them. So 3rd and a long 3 for the Mustangs at the Plainsman 43-yard line. 4 receivers, 2 to each side for Hill. Barrett picks up the blitz. Oh, passes just behind Zach Sutherland. And it'll bring out the punt team for Natrona County for the first time tonight. So a pretty good drive. 58, 72, 74. I haven't mentioned that. Yeah, Shadrach Nash. Okay, I think we got them all. So punt team in now for Natrona. They'll count them up. Avery Cox back at his own 43. First attempt of the evening, Snap is good. Cox catches it. Oh, nearly blocked. A high punt is fielded at the Laramie 19. The Plainsmen will begin their second drive of the half, just inside their own 20 with 4:04 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Natrona leads 41-7. Vegan looks like he is going to keep it this time. Might have been a muffed handoff, actually. Just a little mess up on the mesh there. So no gain on first down for Laramie. Crawford and Smith in on the tackle. Allison at the corner. as is Valdez. Wilcox over the top at safety. Sutherland in Rabe. Rolling to his right is Vegan. He steps up, throws the pass, but it is defended well by Allison. Million Allison with the deflection. Brings up third and long for the Plainsmen.
3rd and 9, Laramie.
Sutherland back in at outside linebacker. In at defensive end is Bodie Draper. Ten seconds on the play clock for Vegan. 2 receivers to each side. He's going to have to hustle 6-5. And timeout called by the Plainsmen. 3:21 to go in the third. Well, looking at schedules now for 4A. Campbell County will play South in a game where both teams are looking for their first win. Central and Thunder Basin will face off. That game between two undefeateds. So the Bolts will head down to the capital city. Probably another 1 versus 2 matchup, as both teams are now 3-0. Cheyenne East will host the Plainsmen. Kelly, who is now 2-1 on the season, will host Natrona in the Oil Bowl next week. And Rock Springs will host Sheridan. That game, probably a 6 o'clock start for the Bronx. Bronx' first loss of the season. All right, Vegan back. He's got man over the top. That's number 8. He's going to be tackled by Wilcox. Good hit on the sideline. But a nice catch by Devine gives the Plainsmen the first down at their own 44.
That's enough for Laramie first down.
Wilcox is racking up the defensive points in these last 2 drives. Good hit there by the junior. So first down for Vegan. Sell offset to his left, and he is going to take the ball off the right-hand side. Sell with a gain of about 5. Pushes it out near midfield.
Sal, the Plainsman ball carrier. Bodie Draper.
Looks like Braddock in on the tackle.
Braddock in on the stop for Natrona.
Braden Cantrell in at D-line. All right, 2 receivers to the right for Vegan. He's got an offset fullback and a tailback to his right. Play's going to go to the right-hand side. It's Sell again. Can't break the tackle. Great play by Braddock again, making the play in the backfield. No gain for Sell. Brings up third down. Ball just short of the 50-yard line.
3rd and 4 Laramie.
So 3rd and 5, 3 receivers to Vegan's left. Got one off here to the right. The ball goes to Sell. He's got the room, and he's going to extend. Braddock made 2 tackles in a row, but Sell had some momentum that time. Just barely got over the senior inside linebacker, and that's going to give Laramie another first down. Student section is full tonight. The kids have to go down, and it's first comes, first serve for who can get in the stadium, so good to see that. All right, Sell takes the counter play off the left-hand side. First tackle is nearly made at the line of scrimmage by Jace George. Sell spins off and is going to get about 4.5.
Jace George and Bo Hawkins
Hawkins in on the tackle as well. 1 minute to go here, third quarter. Natrona County still leads 41-7. Trips left. It looks like a little motion off there. Yep, that's going to come back. Sell with the hard run off the left side. They are going to mark it just short of the 35, but that's going to come back. Tight end for the Plainsman was moving as the ball was snapped. So that will come back. They give Laramie 2nd and 10 at the Natrona 45. Man, we got to get the ref's mic fixed. That feedback is brutal. Oh, that's not okay. All right, trips right for Vegan. He's going to drop back and pass. He's going to go deep off the left-hand side. Ball is up in the air. Good coverage by Bueller, but the pass is complete to Dodd. Dodd comes back for it at the 19, 1st and 10 Plainsman. And they might get one more playoff before the end of the quarter. Trips right again. Vegan is going to pitch it off to the right. Sell cuts it back to the left. Boy, great effort there and a good tackle in space by Rhett Bueller. Corner comes up and makes a play. That's going to end the third. A 1-yard touchdown by Isaac Sell, the only scoring in that third quarter, gives the Plainsmen their first points. But Natrona County still leads 41-7 with 1 quarter to go. Nine o'clock in the evening. Says there's some rain coming. I don't see that. Thanks to Mr. Weiss and the Mustang Marching Band. Always providing entertainment throughout the game.
If you're not able to social distance, please wear your face covering. Thank you.
All right, so Jake Vegan starts the fourth quarter at the Mustang 16. We're going to give the ball to Sell again, down to about the 15-yard line before the pile stops moving. Oh, excuse me. No, it was Sell. I thought Coulter Nunn might have been back in the game. Receiver to each side for Vegan. Tight left. High formation, Sell behind number 14, Vegan. Vegan's going to keep it and roll to his right. He's got a lot of room to run. Pulls up, throws the ball, and he's got a man. That's number 99. It's touchdown for Gavin Kopp. So the Plainsmen score. It looks like there's a flag on the play as well, but I'm going to guess that is a late hit or roughing the passer on Natrona. So roughing the quarterback, that'll probably be assessed on the kickoff. So Vegan to Cop, that for 16. Brings in Tangeman for the PAT. It is up and good. So the second score of the second half goes to the Plainsmen. And now Natrona leads 41-14. That touchdown coming at the 11:10 mark of the fourth quarter. So after the Oil Bowl, next week across town, Natrona returns home for 2 home games in a row. Homecoming against Rock Springs. That game on the 25th. And then Natrona will host Sheridan on October 2nd. Then they'll travel to Gillette to take on the Camels, come back home to take on the Bolts from Thunder Basin, and then Natrona finishes the season, the regular season, on the road at South. So after the penalty, Laramie will kick it off from the Mustang 45-yard line. Now when you're down 41-14, I don't think it would hurt anything for a squib or onside kick here. And the Mustangs are ready for it. 6 men up front, 2 men as fullbacks, waiting for the kick. And there it is. It's a squibber. It's got to go 10 yards. It does not, and the Mustangs recover it. Good job to recover that ball. Is Million Allison who falls on it. Smart play. Good job by the front 6 to not go get that ball. It's got to go 10 before you can recover it. So Tyler Hill and the Mustang offense will come out again. On their own 36.
First and 10, Natrona.
Looks like the Mustangs might be missing a player. That doesn't matter. I think it's Barrett again. Yep, it is. So Matt Barrett gets the handoff. He's going to pick up 3 on the first down run. Roman Overstreet in the game. The 6'3", 165-pound wideout. Had an awesome year as a sophomore last year. Good to see him back on the field. Tight right for Natrona. Looks like Hill's going to keep it. He's going off the left side. Got a little room. Spin move at the 40-yard line. Takes a big hit from Dodd, but not until he picks up 5. Jack Mortimer in at tight end. He's 6 foot, 192 pounds, and a junior. Hill showing off some fancy footwork there. So 3 wideouts to the right for Hill. 3rd and 2. Laramie's going to pack the box. They've got 9 guys in. Low snap. Give to, looks like Wilcox. Ball on the ground. Slowed that play up. He probably would have had the first. But instead, it's going to be just short of the line to gain. So 4th and 1 brings out the punt unit for just the second time tonight for Natrona. 9:25 to go in this week 3 game in 4A. Judd and Dodd back deep. Not Dodd, excuse me. Judd back high, booming kick. Dodd's going to try to catch that one again. Muffs the return. Mustangs look like they have the ball, and they do. The sticker for the turnover. DeAnthony Smith recovers the fumbled punt. Well, that's nearly impossible to catch that kind of a punt in that traffic. That is a big ask. The Mustangs will get the ball back. Yep. Mustang ball on the Plainsman 37. Roberts and Sutherland split right. Overstreet split left. He's guarded by Bryce Parvin. Barrett to the strength. Hill is going to keep it himself. Off that right-hand side, he's going to have a solid gain on first down, gain of about 4. Tackle made by Colton Brenneman. My goodness, like I mentioned earlier, Laramie on paper is horrifying. They've got to average probably 6'1" with their seniors. They are big. But the coaching staff for Natrona felt good about their week of practice this week. Thought that they could come in tonight and establish the line of scrimmage, run the ball well again for 2 weeks in a row, and that certainly happened. 6 unanswered touchdowns to start the game. Ball comes out. Barrett gives it up, and it looks like it's recovered by the Plainsman. It is Gavin Kopp. And the ball is nearly in the exact same spot where the punt was fumbled. Plainsman will start just inside their own 39. 8:08 left here in quarter number 4. Not sure if you can see it on the camera. There are snow piles around the field from the massive snowstorm that we had here. Is that on Monday? I think it was on Monday. It's been a week. First full week of school. No, it wasn't was it? I don't even know. No, it was on Tuesday. Regardless, there was tons of snow out here. So good job by Stan and the outdoor crew to get the field ready for practice all week, and obviously they do a great job of making Mustang Stadium look beautiful every Friday that there's a home game. Tonight is no exception. All right, the gain on first down for Sell is about 4. 2nd and 6. Plainsman on their own 43. Inside handoff goes to Sell. He's off the left side. Pushes down to the 48, just short. Gonna need about another yard for the first. Really clean game tonight. Hardly any penalties, which is certainly nice to see. There were a lot of penalties in the game last week for the Mustangs down in Cheyenne. I want to say it was close to 15. And still had a chance to win. So Mustangs with 5 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers. Ball goes to Sell, and he's not going to get it. Or is he? Oh, they're going to give an extra step, and that's going to be a first down. Now it looked like a good push by that defensive line up front. Just weren't quite able to stop him. George in on the tackle, looked like, as well as the D end. Looks like Brendan Nelson still in there. 3 receivers to the right. Sell takes the pitch. He bobbles the pitch. Ball loose. And Natrona gets the ball back. On the 42, pitch recovered by Braden Cantrell, the junior, gets his turnover decal on the helmet. So after no turnovers at all, except for the muffed kickoff, we have 3 in a row here late in the game. Mustangs get the ball back.
First and 10, Natrona.
With 6:25 to go. Hill with the inside handoff to Barrett. They give him the ball right back. And he breaks out of the pile, still going, running hard. Great run by Matthew Barrett. Almost busted that for a touchdown. 10-yard gain. Gives Mustangs a first down on the Plainsman 31. Boy, good hard running by the senior. Six minutes left in the game, halfway through the fourth quarter. 2 receivers to the left of Hill, as is Barrett. Handoff goes to Barrett again. Breaks through 1 tackle, but can't get out of a second. Looks like we have a flag on the play. It's usually holding. So 2 receivers each side for Hill. Going to get a quick pass. That's a hitch out to Roman Overstreet. The junior with the reception is going to gain about 13 on the play. Nice pass and catch. Two receivers to each side for Hill. He's going to hand it off, and that is Wilcox. Splits through 2 defenders. Keeps his feet and down to the 15. Nice run for the junior. Good blocking up front by the O-line. Hunter Nading in there, cheering the guys on. Caleb Borud, the junior, getting in there as well. 4:44 to go in the game. Mustangs moving. Hill's got to go, and he does. And it's quarterback sweep left. Not a legal formation. I'm guessing flag came from the far side judge. So Hill with -1 on the carry. Breton, Huber. Yeah, I couldn't see the last number on the receivers there. So the penalty moves the ball back to the Plainsman 20.
Yeah, so that's fun for him. Shoot, he hadn't played since his freshman year because of his shoulder surgery. So.
I think that's 88. 83. Colin McKee, I believe, in the slot. Hill holding it, waiting for the official to count. 420 and counting. Hill, quarterback run off the left. He's going to have at least 5. Takes it down to the right at the 15. Brings up 2nd and 10. Barrett back in. Wilcox will catch his breath. Spiegelberg on the tackle. Miller and yeah, I don't have a 48. Maybe that's a 46. Dylan Brenton into the game. Yeah, that's Dylan. He's off to our right here. Two wideouts to either side. Barrett has the ball at the middle. He's down to the 5 nearly. So about 10 yards again for the senior. Just short. We're going to give him 9. Ball on the 6-yard line. Under 4 minutes to go now. Barrett out. And I can't see. That might be, I think it's Luke Spencer, the sophomore, in now at tailback. Luke is going to get the pitch, makes one cut. Oh, big hit. Runs over Quail Perkins. Woo. You know, the running backs coaches are excited to see Spencer. He's got some great speed, and obviously he's not afraid to be physical either. Just a sophomore. He's a big one, 5'10", 160 pounds. And he runs tough. All right. Tight right for the Mustangs. Hill holds it, waiting for the back judge. 10 to go. 5 on the play clock. 2:40 remaining in the game. Here goes Barrett. He's got some room up the middle. Hits it, and he's in! Touchdown! Matthew Barrett scores with 2:33 remaining in the game on senior night. Running hard on that whole drive. You want to reward them for the effort, and they do. Hoppins with the kick. It's up and good. Mustangs get 7 back, now leading 48-14. Well, good for him. Well, yeah, I bet he's pushing 50 yards on the evening. And I can't wait to see the stats for the game. Natrona has run the ball really well. And most of the starters have not played on that offensive line the second half. So that's good news. I know that the staff is happy with their size and depth on that front line. It's good to get everybody some experience. So Natrona now with the 48-14 lead. Two and a half left essentially in the ball game. The only game still going in 4A tonight. Judd and Parvin back deep. Hoppins. High kick to the right side. Judd fields it. He's going to try to hit the hash, and he does. He's got some room, and he might go. One guy to beat. It's Hoppins. Hoppins maybe makes the play, but it's Wilcox. Hoppins made him come back, and Wilcox runs him down. Big return for Judd. Puts it on the Mustang 23. Touchdown saving tackle by the junior Wilcox. Well, that hole has been there for the return team of Laramie this evening. It's just closed really quick. It didn't close that time. And Judd with a great return all the way into Mustang territory. So now, Vegan will hand it off to Sell. He's going up the middle, breaks a few tackles. Not going to get past Roberts. Landon comes up and makes the tackle, but first down gained by the Plainsman. To 10 to go. Vegan hands it to Sell again. He takes it off the right-hand side, bounces through a couple tacklers down to the 5. So Laramie 2nd and 3 from the Mustang 5. Vegan, he's going to give it to Sell again. He's got some room off the right side. Touchdown, Plainsman. So just like that, minute 19 to go in the game now. Sell scores his second touchdown of the game. And the kick is good. So PAT through the uprights makes it 48-21 Natrona County. Sell with a 5-yarder. So maybe an onside kick from the Plainsman here. We will see. So Laramie will kick off for the those offensive starters. So for the Mustangs, so Laramie will kick off for the 3rd time this half. Hands team up for Natrona. Expecting the roller again. And it's a pooch kick to the 30. It's going to be picked up by Talbert, who ran all the way back from about the 45-yard line to cover that one. Make sure he doesn't pull a hammy. He hasn't done much this half. So minute 15 now. Left in week 3 action here in Casper. 10 seconds to go on the play clock. Hill's hustling everybody up. Get set. 3, 2. Good job. Get the ball up. Here comes Barrett again. Well, he's a tough runner. Initial hit by Perkins. But Barrett falls forward for 2. Mustangs will huddle up and they'll probably get one more play. Let's see, 50 seconds to go in the game. Yep, so it'll probably be one more play tonight. And that'll wrap it up. So Natrona County is going to earn their first win of the season after 2 tough games against opponents from the capital city. Barrett off the right side, another good run. He's got a first down, 10 yards on that one. Clock will stop for just a moment, but that's going to do it. There won't be another play for NC. The coaches gather the players at the 50-yard line. Solid win for the Mustangs tonight. As soon as 15 seconds to go. And 10 left, and that's going to do it. So Natrona County goes to 1-2, as does Laramie. But a solid win, a 41-0 start for the Mustangs, ends with a 48-21 victory. Teams will kind of meet at midfield. I don't know what the protocols are for this anymore. It's really tough to do, but at any rate, pretty good clean game tonight for both squads. Coach Harshman trying to get him to line up in the middle. I'm not sure what's going on. We're going to go over the scoring tonight, and then we'll wrap it up here from Cheney Alumni Field. So the Mustangs, off an impressive offensive performance last weekend, just coming up short against East, gets right back on the horse and scores a rushing touchdown. This one by Talbert, a 4-yarder, with 6:57 left in the first quarter, giving NC the lead 7-0. Talbert gets his second of the night from 4 yards out again. That one with a $1:37 to go, first quarter, pushing the NC lead to 14-0. 13 seconds later, after a turnover, Talbert hit Avery Cox for a 25-yard touchdown, giving NC a 21-0 lead in the first frame. Second quarter, Talbert with a third running touchdown of the game. At 8:33, PA2 good by Hoppins pushes it to 28-0. Braxton Bundy gets in on the action. He scores from 14 yards out. PAT goes off the upright, giving NC a 34-0 lead. And with 14 seconds left in the first half, Talbot hits Cox again, a 13-yarder in the middle of the end zone, pushing the lead to 41-0 over the Plainsmen at half. Laramie would get on the board with a 1-yard run from Sell. PAT was good, making it 41-7. Moving into the fourth quarter, 3 touchdowns in that frame. With 11:10 to go, Vegan to Kopp, a 16-yard pass attempt and touchdown with a good PAT, pushed it to 41-14. Natrona County answers with a 10-yard run by Matthew Barrett, making it 48-14. PAT good by Hoppins. And then with 1:19 to go, Sell scores the second touchdown of the night from 5 yards out, getting our final score to 48-21 with the PAT. So Natrona moves to 2-1 and sets up a big game next week over across town against Kelly Walsh. Kelly is now 2-1 on the season, and that looks like a tiebreaker game as of now. So the head-to-head record will matter a lot, and so next week's game is pretty early for an Oil Bowl, but boy, it's going to have a lot of really important outcomes for both teams. So for the NCTV crew, thanks to Allie Crossan, did a great job on the board tonight. She's already got it down pat. Lance Madsey and the crew up on the cameras really did a great job bringing you the action. We're still working out some of the kinks with the new software, but great picture quality and great effort tonight by their crew. Thanks again to our admin and all the support that we get from our school. Appreciate all the kind comments in the stream section. Try to get this out to you every week and have a good product for you, and we always want to do that. So thanks to everyone here at the school, and we are going to sign off tonight following a Mustang victory. Final score from Cheney Alumni Field in Casper, Natrona County, 48, Laramie Plainsman, 21. Good night, everyone.